way. How are you feeling right now?
I'm so happy and I'm a little disappointed because I was 0.08 off the standard, so that's a little brutal. I think I can get in off of, I think I can get there in the points, but it would have been really cool to have that auto standard and to come so close is gutting, but it's also kind of, confidence building. Like, we're still kind of early on in the season. There's a lot of racing left before the qualifying ends, and also just my NCAA season starting next week again, so.
And how do you balance the professional races with the college level racing?
It's been a new thing this year for me, and it's hard because I think I draw a lot of strength from my team, so I really enjoy the collegiate racing because I wake up with my teammate and friend as my roommate, and we can kind of be nervous together, and here I'm by myself with my coach, and it's just not quite the same, but also it's a nice reminder that there's something bigger out there and there's something for next year, and so that's kind of how I use each of them for different things.
And how do you balance recovery with the professional races, your conference races, regionals coming up, and NCAAs?
This year it's been kind of easier. I'm pretty lucky. I'm graduating, so I actually finished finals almost 2 weeks ago. So that was a huge weight off my plate, and that's made it a bit easier. But mostly it's just good travel habits, and really trying to enjoy the places we're at. I'm hoping to go to the beach this afternoon. Have to do my cool down, and my teammates and I are already planning activities in Lexington. So that's really how I do it.
Will you have another opportunity to go after that standard, do you think?
I think so. I think there's a few races on the calendar after NCAAs, but the nice thing about the world ranking system is there's a real world that if I'm that close, I might make it enough of points. So I think we'll reassess once NCAAs are over and then see if it makes sense.
And whether it was this, racing the pros, or Glasgow, it must be very nice to have a college coach who kind of isn't just focused on your collegiate career and kind of sees the big picture.
I'm so grateful, and it's definitely something I don't take for granted. I know that a lot of college programs aren't afforded the same flexibility as we are, so I'm super grateful for Gibby for that. And he really does care about my dreams and ambitions kind of beyond the NCAA, which I appreciate so much.
The fact the trip to Glasgow and then coming back to Boston went so well, right? It's pretty smooth, all things considered.
Yeah.
Right? The fact, does it give you more reassurance and give you more reassurance that it's you can take a one-off to LA and still get ready to go back to Kentucky?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm really lucky that in my childhood we were moving around a lot, and
yes,
so
you were.
My parents definitely taught us good travel habits. But really, it's I just think sometimes people use it and make a big deal of it, and really, I get up on the flight a couple times and walk around. I stay hydrated. I've been taking some melatonin to sleep to deal with the jet lag, and apart from that, you really are sitting for 6 hours, so it's not the end of the world, and I think just keeping it in perspective is helpful.
But but obviously there's things that you can't control, which is obviously making sure that the flight's going to get off the ground at the right time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But we book it far enough in advance, and you just keep a hold of the things that you can control, and don't worry about the rest.